Public Utilities Commission plans on adopting an income-based fixed-rate charge portion of your energy bill in 2024. This was, and you can't blame the PUC or even SDG&E for this. It was approved for and passed by the state legislature, and the governor signed it. This all happened about a year ago. So that means in addition to the charge, for the usage charge, you're going to be charged a flat fee for electricity based on household income. Not individual income, but household income. So those of you maybe in poor communities that have a couple of different households or many workers in the house, that is going to be combined household income for the rate that the flat rate you're going to be paying. And you're going to pay for that regardless if you use an electron of electricity. If you never flip on a switch, you're still going to be paying this flat rate fee. So I think it's a dangerous precedent to charge people based on income. I agree with giving people breaks if they're low income and we subsidize, but they shouldn't be paying differently when we all buy the same commodity. It's like, should people pay more for gasoline because they make more, or food? To me, this is just a slippery slope that we shouldn't be going down. It was State Assembly Bill 205, signed into law last year, that put us on this, I think, path of madness, and left us with a number of questions about the implementation of this fixed rate fee, which is the CPUC is implementing because it was passed. So just like SB 43, which is all about implementation and unintended consequences, even the state legislators who passed it are now showing concerns. I have two signed letters, one of which is in front of all the board members. One is from 22 Democratic state assembly members, and another one from 8 Republican senators, asking the California Public Utilities Commission not to adopt an income-based graduated fixed charges, even though they voted for it. In the letter from the Democratic legislators, in the first paragraph, the second sentence, states, we have significant concerns about the direction of the CPUC's implementation of AB 205 and its potential negative impacts on our constituents, and believe that at a minimum, more time is needed to consider a significant and far-reaching change in policy that will significantly impact ratepayers with only a theoretical benefit. That's the statement from the 22 Democratic state assembly members, 5 of which are San Diego County assembly members. David Alvarez, Tasha Borner, Brian Mainsheim, Chris Ward, Alika Weber. All of them passed this thing and then realized the unintended consequences afterwards. So it's a bipartisan issue on both sides of the aisle are saying, hey, this thing is not going as we thought it was going to go. And under these proposals, income brackets, as I mentioned, are going to be household income. If you've got 3 low-income earners and people who live in a house making $40,000 a year, they're going to be paying in the same tax bracket as a single family or single income household that's making 120 grand a year. So even the poor in households may have to pay more. So I think these proposals are an injustice to the San Diegans who have invested thousands of dollars in solar, because they too are going to be paying this fixed rate fee even if they purchase no electricity. This disincentivizes energy conservation and makes investing in solar either worthless or take several more years to break even on your solar investment. It's like the proposed mileage tax. Now that people switch to state cars, the state's not receiving enough gas taxes, so they want to create new taxes after people were getting electric vehicles and putting up solar, after what the state is asking us to do. Now you're being taxed in another way. And even with the widespread solar adoption, and I realize SDG&E didn't put this forward, or SDG&E isn't to blame, it's really our state legislature. SDG&E last year had profits of $915 million in a year, and we pay the highest rates in San Diego County for electricity. If SDG&E really wants to reduce rates, they could create a better balance sheet with the approach with their profits instead of taxing people who don't really use electricity. SDG&E also claims they won't collect additional revenue with this new proposal But I can't see how that's not possible, because they're going to be charging solar users who currently are not paying in the fixed rate program now. So I think that in a time when San Diego County is the most expensive place to live in the country, and we have the highest electricity rates, it's ridiculous to have a proposal like this on the table. Even San Diegans' presentation earlier today showed an 18% increase in utility rates last year alone. So I think it fails to address the root cause of rising electric bills, unfairly burdens those who can at least afford it, and that's why I'm asking the County of San Diego, for us as a board, to take a position against income-graduated fixed charges that was passed by the California legislature. And in in the motion here and the recommendations, I'm asking to direct the Chief Administrative Officer to draft a letter for the chair's signature expressing the County of San Diego's opposition to income-graduated fixed charge proposals presented by Cal Edison, Pacific Gas and Electric, and SDG&E. So hope that clears up some things for some people, but I think this was not properly vetted and told to the public exactly what was happening. So I'll make that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Please vote.
Chairwoman Vargas, that motion fails with Supervisor Desmond voting aye, all other supervisors who are present voting no.